Hi, welcome to the Try This at Home podcast, where we drink and review teas, or we eat a tea recipe every week and review them for you. I'm one of your hosts, Mark.
And I'm Katie. It sounds like the tea kettle is whistling, so let's go ahead and get started. Hello, guys. For you, it is the day after our last tea. For us, it is like 15 minutes after our last tea that we reviewed. But time has no meaning in the world of podcasts. So, today...
Time travel.
No, Mark.
No. Aww.
Today, we are reviewing Peppermint Sticks from Ohio Tea Company. And as our third day of Christmas teas, that is not on the third day of Christmas, as explained in yesterday's episode. So, this tea is $4.25 an ounce, so a little less expensive than yesterday's fancy oolong. So that puts it at, for 4 ounces, you're going to get 20% off, so it'll be $13.60. 8 ounces, 35% off, it'll be $22.10. 16 ounces, 45% off, it'll be $37.40. So the description of this tea is, this combination of various subtle flavors makes a unique blend of robust black teas. They make it perfect to blend with peppermint and, of course, peppermint sticks to give you an aroma that reminds you of licking a candy cane during the holiday season. The ingredients are organic black tea from Darjeeling, Assam, Anhui, peppermint, pure cane sugar, corn syrup, coloring, and peppermint oil. So those last couple ingredients, I assume, are because there are peppermint sticks in it.
I did not see any peppermint sticks.
Oh, okay.
So it may have all fallen to the bottom, but I did not see any.
Well, does it smell like peppermint?
It does smell like peppermint.
Okay. So maybe those are just in the tea. That seems a little weird to just put corn syrup in tea and coloring.
Or maybe it was ground, so it's not really chunks.
Maybe. That would make more sense for actually working as a tea.
Right.
Anyways, the origin, which it nicely lists for us, are India and China, since I don't know where any of those places that I listed under the black tea actually are. But they're apparently in India and China. Mark, I guess that's all I have, so tell us about the brewing.
Alright, so on the package, it says 1 teaspoon at 212 for 4 to 5 minutes. Thing is, on the website, it said the same thing, but for 3 minutes. We did like 5 minutes-ish.
We did 5.5 because I messed up the timer.
Well, I also tend to tell you to start the timer a little earlier.
Okay.
So, it's about 5 minutes. We tasted it. It seemed to be good. A little bit of clarity on how long to brew it would be nice.
But it's a black tea, so usually they'll say those for 3 to 5 minutes anyway.
True. So,
I just feel like if you were only looking at the website, which why would you be doing that if you have the package, you might underbrew it if you like your tea stronger.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Okay.
So anything else about the brewing before we smell the tea?
It smelled very pepperminty. Other than that, it was pretty straightforward.
So it's a reddish, darker color.
It's a darkish
since it's a black
red
tea
with like a greenish edge.
I don't know. In the world of fountain pens, if I drew a line, I would call that probably like the halo around the edge of the line.
Okay, I would. That is a good description.
But around the top edge of your mug, where you're not seeing straight down to the bottom of the mug, looks a little more greenish. Not that that's probably really that important to you in your teas, but that's how it is. Smells like peppermint and black tea.
Yeah.
Which is what it is, so...
I can't really add more to that.
If you could, then I'd be wondering what was going on with it. Tastes like peppermint and black tea.
Peppermint and black tea.
Alright, so we have reviewed peppermint and black teas in the past.
Right. I feel like this is maybe the opposite of the same theme. So the Churchill's one was peppermint with black tea. This one is black with peppermint.
Also, the Churchill's one was actual, like, mint leaves, not...
This one does have mint leaves, doesn't it?
No.
Oh.
It has peppermint oil. It's more of a peppermint sticks one, not the mint and black we had with Churchill's.
The package says it has peppermint.
Oh, the package does say it has peppermint. Oh, so does the website. Okay. But this one's definitely trying to be more of a Christmas thing.
Right.
And bring along the peppermint sticks thing, like candy cane. So we also tried the candy cane crush from David's Teas.
Right.
I would say this one's a lot better balanced than that one.
I opened it up and saw a lot more black tea leaves.
This one, I can tell it's trying to be... It's a tea that tastes like peppermint, not like a kind of weird liquid candy cane with a hint of tea.
Right.
So, yeah, I appreciate the balance in this one. I would probably solidly put it as a winter tea. I think I would feel uncomfortable drinking this in summer.
Right.
Unless it was Christmas in July, which is coincidentally our anniversary.
Oh, yes.
Maybe this will be our anniversary tea.
Okay, that would work.
But yeah, overall it's a solid, probably the best candy cane flavored tea I've had.
Right. Oh, for sure.
So if you like candy cane flavored teas, this is a solid choice.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want a black tea with peppermint, this is far better than the Churchill's black tea, the Churchill's peppermint. But if you want peppermint with black tea, go with the Churchill's, would you say?
I'm not sure what you just said, but I would say if you're looking for a candy cane flavor, go with this. If you're looking for more of a year-round mint and black flavor, go with the Churchill's.
Okay.
Let's, are we ready to move on to the rebrew?
How long has it been?
It has been 8 minutes.
Then it should be fine.
It is looking a lot lighter.
That's a nice golden color.
I mean, it looks like a good tea color. It just looks
like
it might have lost some flavor in translation.
Like, looking at that, if somebody were to describe a golden tea, that's what I picture.
It smells less pepperminty and less black tea-y.
As expected.
Honestly, I feel like there's not a whole lot of flavor there. It was also kind of warm, hence the face.
Oh, yeah, there's not a whole lot of flavor there. I'm going to say that this is probably not a rebrew.
It's also could be partially our fault for slightly overbrewing it the first time.
Right, maybe if we had done 3 minutes, it would have been fine.
But overall, I mean, this definitely does not have the rebrew power of the oolong that we tried yesterday.
The rebrew does have more of an aftertaste, though. I'm not sure if you noticed that.
I did not notice that. Is that a thing people look for in their teas?
I don't know.
Probably not.
It had a black tea aftertaste.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Alrighty then.
If that's something you look for, let us know. We don't know if that's something you...
That's not something I would ever look for in a tea.
I guess if you have a tea with a lot of layers, you might kind of want an aftertaste in order to taste all the flavors.
I guess.
But
yeah, it's not really comparable to the original brew of the tea.
Not at all.
So, Mark, pros and cons of this tea.
Pros. It's pretty good tea. If you like caffeine, it's a black tea, so there's caffeine. If you don't like caffeine, well, that's a con. It's a nice, solid black tea with peppermint flavor.
It's well balanced between the peppermint and the black tea, so that you feel like you're getting the peppermint, but not being smothered by it.
Right. As far as cons go, you can't really rebrew it from... You might be able to if you did 3 minutes, but
it's I mean, the ones that they said should rebrew well all had it on the package. This one doesn't have it on the package, so
right. So
not the best for rebrewing, so
Right.
there's that. I think a good thing with this tea would be, it'd be a good tea to have around Christmas time and give to guests who maybe aren't super into tea.
Yes, it is a fairly straightforward, simple tea, and it would be a good.
It'd be
tea to share.
a good introduction, or a good like tea for kids. I mean, thinking
yeah.
back to when I first started drinking tea, I drank literally nothing but mint tea for like the first semester of my tea drinking life. But I think this one would have been acceptable to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it is mint, but also
Right.
black. So I think it's maybe a good foray into the world of tea for people who are not already tea drinkers.
Right. I guess it would depend on where you started. Like, I am sure there are rooibos mints, so like teas like this, teas balanced like this would be perfect for. So maybe put this in intermediate tea drinking. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's beginner tea drinking.
Beginner? Well, like stepping out of beginner.
Right. I mean, it depends, though. Most people probably don't start their tea drinking life drinking literally nothing but mint they grew themselves.
You could also, but if you were starting with black tea, this would also work.
At any rate, I think it'd be a decent tea for people who are like, I don't super like tea. As long as they like mint. If they don't like mint, it's not going to work.
Right.
It is a little more on the expensive side compared to some other ones we've reviewed, but I think it'd be a solid choice for the Christmas season.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
or Christmas
about,
in July season.
Or Christmas in July season. That's about all we've got on that one. So have a great
right.
day, guys.
Yep. See you tomorrow.